this question earlier, but I would like to know why you all will allow a woman to give you everything that you claim you need.
I can't let you go there because you're getting ready to be a victim. It's your choice.
I asked this question earlier, but I would like to know why you all will allow a woman to give you everything that you claim you need.
I can't let you go there because you're getting ready to be a victim. It's your choice. It's boundaries. It's your choice.
Wait a minute. Wait, no. I haven't even asked the full question.
Okay, but you say let's rephrase it. Why is it that when a woman gives you everything you say you need, because then we're taking responsibility for our behavior.
Okay, because I do take responsibility.
Okay.
Everything
so when a
that
woman
happened to me was my fault. I get that.
It's not fault, it's a lesson. But anyway, when a woman gives you everything, you thinking, look, she done got an attitude with me. I ain't even a man.
I don't have an attitude with you.
Well,
it's just,
then,
I do take responsibility for my past relationships.
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
Okay, so what is the question?
I would like to understand why in a relationship, a man will stay with a woman for a great length of time and I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word again, but that lady will do everything they ask for and they'll never marry her, but they'll meet someone and marry them in 6 months to a year, and that lady has not done half of what the other woman has.
I'm going to let you answer. Who wants to answer that? And let you answer that. But here's what I want to offer you. This is classic of when we go into a relationship and give to get. You're giving in order to get, as opposed to being in order to love and grow. That's why you don't get it. Gentlemen, why would you stay in a relationship with a woman who's giving you everything and then leave that relationship and marry someone who's giving you nothing?
When you're in a relationship with someone, it's about give and get. But when you're in a relationship with somebody and you think you're giving him something that he needs and he didn't tell you he needs it, you're providing something that you think that he wants, not something that he needs.
And this is another one where I could tell, although she said she did everything her ex said he wanted, that she most likely did not do what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? I see women do this all the time. They just would not do what the men ask on a consistent basis. Like if they do, that he will just leave or cheat anyway, or whatever other reason they justify for not giving a man what he wants. Maybe it's a tit for tat type of approach that they use. Maybe they don't think the man deserves it. He may have asked for her to cook, or a certain amount of sex, or for her to treat him a certain way, or for her to support him a certain way, play a position on the team, in a relationship, or whatever. She not only didn't do it, but she didn't show effort consistently. Maybe she wasn't on the same accord. She was difficult to work with. She had a bad attitude when it came to working through things, coming to an agreement and sticking to it. I don't know. And maybe the new girl was better in that regard. You know, you may have had more things going for yourself in your eyes, but for the man, the new girl was what he needed his wife to be. Maybe she was more appreciative for what he brought to the table. Maybe she had humility and admitted fault. Maybe she could be held accountable. Maybe she was in a better mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, all things being equal, he got better results and simply like being in a relationship with her than you. Looks like he found a better situation and secured it. That's what it looked like to me. He was waiting for you to fall in line, but when you didn't, he had to pivot. Women like this really think that men go for worse just for the hell of it? Generally speaking, I highly doubt that. Bottom line is, for some of these women, what guys want is secondary in their eyes. And really, guys are just not signing up for that.
Now, what do you mean by we're more aggressive women today, and why do you think that is?
Well, oh Lord, help me.
It's okay. Listen, we know how you get down. Come on,
say
it to us.
You know,
Say it, beloved.
We have become what I call men in skirts. We are so aggressive, so demanding, so unaware, really. We think we got it going on, but women really aren't aware of their power, because our power as women is silent. If you really know what you're doing, you can work a room.
Yeah. I've been told I'm bossy
Yeah.
in relationships.
We are, because I think we've been left alone and up to our own devices for too long. I find women to be mean as hell. I'm sorry. We're
Really?
mean.
Oh my
yes.
gosh. Am I mean?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Jasmine, are you mean?
A little bit.
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
we're mean.
didn't
I'm
wanna
more
say it.
I'm more straight. I mean, you're more passive. You'll be mean on the inside and not say, and I'll say, hey, or
But see, I'm an alpha one, so I'm straightforward too.
Yeah.
I'm in your face and on your world, but I'm not mean.
Okay. Are you aggressive?
No, I'm assertive.
Okay.
I'm not aggressive.
What's the difference?
Well, first of all, your intention.
Okay.
And assertiveness, it's about dominion and accomplishing a particular thing. And aggressive, it's about control and getting what you're going for.
Okay.
And there's a difference. One comes from the head, one comes from the heart. Assertion comes from the heart. Aggression comes from the head. And it's ego and control. And women today, I find, certain generations of women today are extremely aggressive, unkind, unloving, and mean as hell.
Crazy how she put it, man. Now, she said some things I disagree with in the original video. I left the link in the description. But I definitely can agree with her here. Many women subscribe to being mean as being bossy and aggressive. They even brag about it amongst each other, almost as if being kinder, easier to reason with as being a pushover or too nice. And that's way too extreme of a mindset to me. And they basically normalized this. Now, I like how she put aggression and assertiveness into perspective. When dealing with people, your intentions do matter. I gotta ask women, what are you really trying to do by being mean and aggressive, especially towards men? Really, so many women don't really look at it that way. They're just in their feelings, and a lot of them get a certain dopamine when they do it. They feel a certain way, or it's based off of ego with no type of purpose or intention behind it. I've seen women complain that guys don't come up to them as often, but they fail to take inventory of how they treat guys that do approach them. Are they rude? Are they disrespectful or condescending? That's something they're gonna have to look at. Do they egg men on when they get into an argument, for example? Escalate the situation, make things far worse? Press the dude's buttons and manipulate the situations for the worse? Again, that's something they're gonna have to look at. And truth be told, some of these women even brag about this sort of behavior. Damn. Bruh.
What happened to niggas?
Whoa.
They're supposed to you.
Damn, she had to have some help. Ain't no way she did all this by herself, dog. You see that? Wolverine had to attack this mud right here. God damn. Here's a video where a girlfriend completely trashes a dude's apartment for not getting anything on Valentine's Day, bruh. On Valentine's Day. I mean, along with dry snitching on herself, of course, she brags about it to her sisterhood, knowing she'll get praise from most. Because we all know that dude had it coming, right? In her mind, she's justifying this behavior because of her emotions and how she feels. She felt like she got slighted or she didn't get what she wanted. She didn't get what she deserved. And so she can trash this man's shit and post it for all to see. But this will only land her in jail. And I know if it was me, all her shit is done for at that point. You feel me?
know that you've said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Iyanla, to how women need to I don't know, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if
a bus
he owns
driver?
the bus? If he owns
No.
it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay.
Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a...
And of course, we've seen this clip before. And really, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, she hit it right on the head. These types of women just do not value men and try to downplay men whenever they get the chance. Now men can't and don't do anything for them. You know, with women in hypergamy, always looking for better than themselves, if men took this approach, it would be a lot less relationships going on. Now, the crazy part is that the bus owner in this scenario mentioned would not want a woman that views men in that light. They simply wouldn't. They would not want a woman who has that sort of attitude. She comes off snobbish, mean, and condescending. Not intimidating, like many of these boss chicks claim. A man simply does not want to deal with a woman like this because he doesn't have to. If you're a quality man, you ain't got to deal with that. He will simply choose another woman that has a better temperament.
Yeah. Give me that reality check.
You know, my staff has had some experiences with Jillian that I, as an elder, call nice and nasty. She's got a nice, nasty attitude. She will chop you up with her tongue. And I have a belief that if you do it anywhere, you do it everywhere. Why would you do that to strangers you don't know? And what does that do to you as a man?
Right.
Struggling with what you're struggling with.
If she said anything to the staff and you guys and I was president here, I apologize for that.
No, don't do that. She got to put on her big girl panties and accept responsibility for what she did. You don't have to apologize for her. She needs to learn how to act. How does she do that to you?
She doesn't do it to me.
She doesn't. She's not nice and nasty to you, but you know she can be nice and nasty.
Yeah.
So what makes you immune?
I don't know.
Is not calling the police on you because you stole her cola, is that not nice and nasty?
No, that's not nice and nasty. That was alcohol. She was intoxicated that night when that happened.
Yesterday, after Miss Jillian told me that her first fight with Ray was over a can of soda, my team informed me that they left out significant details about that incident.
I got detained.
And you went to jail. In a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Because you had just lost your leg.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that okay with you, Mr. Ramon? Why is that okay with you?
Oh, I didn't say it was okay with me. It happened, and I dealt with it.
But it didn't have to happen.
It didn't.
Why did you go to jail?
Because the police officers came and they said that 9 times out of 10 a phone call was made and they had to respond that somebody got to go.
Well, why didn't you let her drunk ass go?
And I wanted them to go to that.
But you paid the price for that lesson.
Still are. And she is too.
What do you mean?
We still have to go through classes and stuff like that just so we can get this admonished off my record.
And that's okay with you?
I'm not okay with it, no.
At the same time, you would apologize for her bad behavior. So I have a sneaky suspicion, red pill time, I have a sneaky suspicion that y'all don't deal with critical issues head on.
No, we do.
Really?
Yeah,
So then why
the
you
whole
here?
situation being locked up, that was a critical situation and we dealt with that.
Well, you
And we
had to
still
because the
locked it.
police was there.
Right.
But I'm talking about in your relationship. When stuff comes up, critical stuff, do you deal with it head on? Like the fact that you've been putting up with the fact that you feel controlled by her, that she doesn't give you space. And you rationalize that by saying she's more organized than you. You need to be a red pill taker. You need to get a good supply of red pills. Okay. What's your vision?
My vision for myself and my life?
What's your vision for your wife?
My vision for my wife is to be my partner, my better half, for us to be able to communicate about everything and go life forward. And like I said, have a prosperous wedding.
A prosperous wedding. You said it right, because that's what y'all are prepared for right now, wedding, not a marriage.
Yeah, man. This was some real spit. There was only so much she could say in a short segment and without being disrespectful to him. But she was basically saying he was being too soft with his girl and letting her get away with disrespecting him way too much. And that he needed to set more and better boundaries and make clear what he will and will not deal with in a relationship. The fact that he was too accepting of her bad behavior, attitude, and actions spoke volumes to her. You can see it in her facial expressions. Many men would have been postponed and canceled any plans for a wedding or a marriage at this point. She could already tell it would not end well. Women like this expect men to handle them. And when they can run all over you like this, they will only lose respect for you. These are women that swear they're more mature. But just because they want relationships and are ready to settle down and want to get married does not mean they're more mature. Sounds like she can't control her temper or emotions and has yet to be truly held accountable to that. Sounds like he's used to taking responsibility for her actions. And while strong men will be a rock for the relationship, as they should, especially in times of duress, she is an adult and should be mindful of her impact on her man's life as well. Many men take on way too much because they believe strong men should just deal with the bad behavior and handle these women. Ain't nobody got time for that. History has shown there's way too much trouble than it's worth. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'm not gonna talk your ear off. Let me know some of y'all experiences. Like, share, subscribe. Bang on that like button. Bang on that like button. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. And until next time, be easy. Gone.